My boss said they owned my code, then fired me. I knew the company was finished the moment Derek walked in. He was our new CTO, 29 years old, venture capital golden boy, designer sneakers, expensive haircut, the kind of confidence you only get when you've never had to keep production alive at 3 a.m. He stood at the head of the conference room, hands on hips, staring at us like we were outdated machinery. I'd been there 7 years. I wasn't flashy. I was the person who kept the servers from melting down and the vendors paid on time. To Derek, I was just another tired engineer in a hoodie. Listen up, he said. I've reviewed the architecture. It's a mess. Legacy garbage. We're pivoting to microservices next quarter. He clicked to a slide full of buzzwords that didn't actually explain anything. Then he pointed at the core system. That code was mine. I wrote it in 2020 during the worst year of the company's life. That garbage handled 90% of vendor operations and kept us from going bankrupt. Delete that, I said, and you destroy the company. Derek turned to me smirking. And you are? I'm Sarah. I built what you're trying to delete. He chuckled. Look, sweetheart, we're not running a museum. Your patchwork code is holding us hostage. The word sweetheart just hung there. No one spoke. The other engineers stared at their laptops. They knew something Derek didn't. Back in 2019, the company couldn't afford me, so my lawyer got creative. I didn't sign an employment contract. I signed a licensing agreement. I incorporated TechGuard Solutions and licensed my platform to the company the same way Adobe or Microsoft does. They paid to use it. I kept ownership. I kept the keys. Derek thought he was firing a rusty cog. He didn't realize he was dealing with the landlord. Okay, I said calmly. You're the boss. By Thursday, my system access was revoked. HR stopped answering emails. I checked my business account. The quarterly licensing fee was due at midnight. No pending transaction. They thought they owned the code. They decided not to pay. Paragraph 4 of my contract spelled it out clearly. Failure to pay within 24 hours was a breach. License revocable. Immediate enforcement allowed. I could have warned them. But I remembered, sweetheart. Friday at 4 p.m., HR sent a meeting invite. The classic Friday firing. Derek sat in meeting room B, arms crossed, smug. Brenda from HR had paperwork ready. We're terminating your employment effective immediately, Derek said. Standard severance. You're terminating our professional relationship completely? I asked. That's what fired means, sweetheart, he snapped. Okay. I slid my badge and laptop across the table. Good, he said. Security will escort you out. I stood up. Now we need to discuss the vendor relationship. What? I opened the manila folder and spun the contract toward them. My company, TechGuard Solutions, licenses the software running your operations. I was just on-site support. Derek laughed. This is old paperwork. We own everything. Read paragraph 4. His eyes scanned the page. I watched the color drain from his face. Sir, he said quietly, turning to the CEO, she doesn't work for us. She licenses the tech to us, and we missed the payment. They thought they fired an employee. They just evicted their landlord. At home, I logged into TechGuard's admin panel. Grace period, 48 hours. I switched enforcement to strict. Monday morning, 7:55 a.m., I revoked license key 0001. Status lights flipped red. Inventory, unlicensed. Vendor API, denied. Payroll, failure. At 9 a.m., Derek called screaming. Everything's down! You didn't pay the invoice, I said. We're not paying that! Then the software stays off. The CEO got on the line, voice shaking. Come back, we'll give you a raise. You're using software you don't have rights to, I said. You can migrate to a new system. Took me 7 years. Or you can buy a perpetual license. How much? $3 million. That's insane. You're losing $10,000 a minute, I said. And the system purges data in an hour for compliance. 45 minutes later, legal called. The payment cleared. I sent Derek one email before restoring access. The legacy garbage just cost you $3 million.